Good Saturday morning, everyone. Welcome to the weekend. I'm Tyler Finger. Thanks for joining us on air and streaming on our Fox 10 News app. Right now, our storm tracker team is tracking rain on the radar. As you slept, the storm's firing up, bringing with it possible severe weather. Let's take a live look outside from the battleship. It's a soggy start to this Saturday in some areas on the Gulf Coast. You can see some water on the camera lens right there. The question I have, which I'm sure many of you have as well, what will the rest of the day have in store? The forecast is first this morning. Meteorologist Matt Barentine is here now with your first look. Hey, Matt.
Oh, hey there, Tyler. I can imagine we got some viewers that we normally don't have here early on a Saturday morning. Got woken up by the thunder and lightning. Hey, we're always here early on Saturday morning. You're always welcome to check us out. But I know we got a lot going on out there right now. You want to know about what's going on with all these storms. Well, we still have them, obviously. It's a severe line that has been marching through here this morning. Strong wind gusts at times with this line. Look at Evergreen, 55 miles per hour. Mobile out the airport got a 47 mile per hour wind gust here this morning. We are in a severe risk, so we've been talking about this for several days. This is a level 3 of 5, which is significant. We only get that a few times a year. So we get that level of risk is something you really want to pay attention to. The tornado risk is fairly high as well, something we've been keeping an eye on. We've had one tornado warning here this morning across our local area. So what do we got going on right now? A lot of colors here on the alerts map, right? Well, the yellowish color, the light yellow, that is the tornado watch. We're all under that. The orange area here is severe thunderstorm warning, and that has been marching east as the line of storms has marched east. And then we have the crimson colored boxes here in Greene County, parts of Mobile and Baldwin County. That is the flash flood warnings here for us this morning. Here is the heavy rain on the high-resolution radar. Still raining very heavily across Mobile. As this line is sunk southward, kind of stalled out a little bit here in Mobile. That's why we now have a flash flood warning. The roads are going to be a mess here dealing with that heavy rain. Also across the bay into the eastern shore, Daphne, Stapleton. And if you're down in Fairhope or Point Clear, like, I hear the thunder, I can see the lightning out there, but it's staying just to the north of you at the moment. You can see it's north of I-10 here across Baldwin County, south of I-10. Things are fairly quiet at the moment. So what's happened is this system's come in and kind of leaned over. They kind of do that sometimes, and it's almost east-west oriented along I-10 at the moment. You can see that rain stretching back over into Jackson County, Mississippi. So what have we seen so far? Well, a number of reports of some thunderstorm damage. Mainly it's been trees down, power lines down. The most significant damage we've seen up here in Clark County, a storage building had its roof blown off by some of those strong wind gusts with the leading edge of these storms. So that's the line that's going through now. It's not it, though. So we're going to get a bit of a lull, and then we're going to get another line in later today. You can see that back here with the actual cold front. So we got some more to get there, and you'll see that here on the FUTURECAST. There goes the first line. Here we are at 8 a.m. Things are a lot quieter. So we get a bit of a lull here this morning, and then right around lunchtime, we'll start seeing some scattered showers and storms firing back up. And this second line coming through this afternoon, that's 2 o'clock, and you can see some storms bubbling up. So there will be some chances of severe weather again this afternoon. So I really want to reiterate that, because a lot of times what happens, these first lines will come through and people go, okay, we're done. Unfortunately, no, not with this one. We got a second line this afternoon. Some strong storms, even severe storms could fire along that. It looks like that'll wrap up by late afternoon. And then as we go into the evening, things will be fine, and we'll have much better weather coming up for us tomorrow. So we'll talk more about that coming up in a few minutes. So today is the day we'll be dealing with all the heavy rain, the thunderstorms. Tomorrow and then a few days after that, we're looking pretty good. More details in just a few minutes.
Matt, thank you. I can hear the rain on our roof right now. If you haven't already, now would be a great time to download the free Fox 10 News app. That way you'll receive all of our breaking weather alerts. Just search Fox 10 News in the App Store, or just point your camera to the code on your screen right now. You'll be able to stay informed on all of the developments with these storms all hours of the day and night, and watch our newscasts live. And right now, thousands are in the dark in our area after strong storms move through overnight. You're taking a live look at the power outage map. Alabama Power reporting nearly 20,000 people are without electricity right now in Mobile County. Clark County has about 2,000 people in the dark. Escambia and Monroe counties are also reporting outages as well. We'll keep you up to date on this throughout our newscast this morning. Severe weather in the southwest spawned tornadoes in northern Texas. Take a look at this video. A twister was spotted by a storm chasers near Lockett, Texas, close to the border with Oklahoma. The tornado appeared to be in an isolated area. area. Local news reports say another tornado touched down in Lockett about 17 minutes after that first one. That video just amazing there. Nobody was injured, but information about damage is still coming in this morning. As you wake up, human remains found in Conecuh County are now being identified as a woman who disappeared almost 3 years ago. 70-year-old Sherry Saunders was traveling to Monroeville when she vanished. Now her death is being called a murder. On August 4th, 2018, the 70-year-old woman headed out on a 12-hour drive from Norfolk, Virginia to Monroeville to visit with family. Her abandoned vehicle found 9 days later on a dirt road in Conecuh County. Then last December, a gruesome discovery in a wooded area on private property not far from where Saunders' vehicle was found. They found skeletal remains. This morning, the Escambia County Sheriff telling us those remains have been positively identified as Saunders, and she was murdered. Her niece, Amanda Reed, wants someone held accountable.
I've been asked if this is closure for us, and yes, for her. But now that it's a homicide investigation, we want justice. We want to see whoever did it stand in front of a court of law and explain why.
I'm sure that family has been waiting so long for the answers. If you have any information on what may have happened to Sherry Saunders, call the Escambia County, Alabama Sheriff's Office. This morning, loved ones remembering a young mother and her infant son killed in a tragic crash last week in Mobile.
There's a place in heaven.
Family and friends gathering for a vigil in 8 Mile last night, setting free blue balloons in honor of ARIEL, JASPER, and her 1-year-old baby boy, Noah. Gloria Lucky recalling the night she got the devastating news her daughter and grandson were gone.
It was just unimaginable. My baby ARIEL and Noah, this was too sudden. Too sudden. I never would have expected this.
We're told the mother and son will be buried together. The official funeral service scheduled for 11 this morning at New Destiny Christian Church. That's on College Parkway in 8 Mile. 3 people indicted in a contraband and bribery scheme at Mobile County Metro Jail. The defendants include a former corrections officer, a convicted murderer, and the convicted murderer's wife. The allegations stem from an incident in October. That's when Tarek Sims is accused of accepting a bribe to smuggle cell phones, batteries, and chargers to a convicted murderer. A grand jury recently indicted Sims along with an inmate, Danelle Davis, and Davis's wife, Shakira Richardson. An arraignment is set for May 19th in Mobile County Circuit Court. The defendants face charges of promoting prison contraband and bribery. Investigators allege that Sims met Richardson in the jail parking lot and smuggled the cell phone equipment to Davis. As you might imagine, Sims has been fired from his job. Davis pleaded guilty to murdering a man in 2017 and is awaiting sentencing. Mobile County Chief Assistant District Attorney Keith Blackwood says Davis paid Sims $500. He says it's a constant battle to keep cell phones, drugs, and weapons out of jails.
How many involve like someone on the inside, an employee?
A fair number of them. The sheriff's office is constantly investigating this, keeping an eye out for it. They do a good job, but it's something that exists in every correctional facility. Lawyers for Sims and Richardson declined to comment. This morning, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine could soon be available once again. It comes after the CDC voting to resume the use of the shot, as new COVID cases finally start dropping after weeks of increases. But health officials say we're not out of the woods just yet. Fox News correspondent David Lee Miller has more this morning.
America has a third vaccine option once again. The CDC Vaccine Advisory Committee holding an emergency meeting on Friday, voting to resume using the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. It had been put on hold in the U.S. after several women developed mysterious blood clots. But health officials say they still have confidence in Johnson & Johnson, and the one-shot option is drawing in folks who wouldn't otherwise get vaccinated.
There's plenty of people who are interested in the J&J vaccine, if just for convenience, as well as for a single-dose option.
2/3 of seniors in the U.S. have now been fully vaccinated, and the focus is turning toward younger Americans. Clinical trials are already underway, and some experts are predicting preteens could be eligible in just a few months.
16 and up can become vaccinated. Probably by the summer and early fall, we'll be able to vaccinate those even younger, starting from age 10 and up.
And as more Americans get their shots, case numbers are finally starting to drop. New infections fell about 10% over the past week. and deaths are on the decline as well. But public health officials are still recommending against lifting any social distancing protocols for now.
But to truly turn this pandemic around requires more than government action. It's going to require each of us to take action as well, not only to protect ourselves, but to protect other people in our lives.
And the CDC is also recommending that pregnant women get vaccinated after a new study shows no safety concerns from either Pfizer or Moderna. In New York, David Lee Miller, Fox News.
In the meantime, if you're looking to get vaccinated, a couple of opportunities in our viewing area. On Monday, you can go to Little Rock AME Zion Church in Grand Bay between 9 and 1. That will be the Moderna shot, so you have to be at least 18 years old to get it. Then Tuesday, there will be a clinic at First Baptist Church of Mobile on Government Street from 9 until noon. Health leaders will be giving the Pfizer shot there, so anyone 16 and older can get that one.